Hey there guys, what is up guys? This is the Insight HD here, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a very controversial issue in the Call of Duty community, which is what we want to see in the next game, the next Call of Duty game. Now, nobody knows as of yet what this game is. It's rumoured to be Modern Warfare 4, but if people, common sense, not really common sense, don't want to offend anybody out there, but people that follow the Call of Duty games and follow the campaigns and know the campaign well, like I do, in Modern Warfare 3, Makarov died. So where would Modern Warfare 4 go if there was to be a Modern Warfare 4? Where would it go? Where would it take off? Would there have to be a new storyline? So yeah, basically what I want to get into first is what we want to see. So what the community really want to see is they want to change the campaign up a bit. There's always been that first mission where it's the intro mission and they're doing a mission like in the past and stuff like that, like in Black Ops 2, which was quite good. I enjoyed the Black Ops 2 campaign; it was really good. But there's always a cheesy character. It's always the old lad, the guy, the veteran that just is there at the beginning, handing you the pistol or the M16 or the shotgun, telling you to get up and fight. Why can't they have something different for a change? It's repetitive. I mean, it's the same thing, game after game after game, and I think that it's very important that Treyarch or Activision or Infinity Ward or whoever makes the next game, if it is going to be Modern Warfare 4, if they do change it, it'll be very important that they do, because I reckon it will drag in a lot more customers buying the game, and I also think that people will play the game a lot more and they'll get into the game a lot more, and people won't just buy the game for multiplayer. The second thing I want to get into is the multiplayer. Now this is the main issue of Call of Duty, is that the thing I find different, and the thing I don't like about the game is that in multiplayer it's the same year after year in Call of Duty. I mean, you rack up XP, you unlock weapons along the way, and you get enough, you get ranked up, you get to the highest rank in the prestige, you start all over again. But I want to see something different. Like, they need a new system. I think the system now is getting old, and it's got to the point where even the hardcore Call of Duty players have stopped enjoying the game. Like, I know somebody that played COD since the COD 3 days, COD 2 days, since he was a young guy, and he's gone over to Battlefield just purely because the system hasn't changed on Call of Duty. Um, but they need something different. They need to make it harder. Like, people like me, they like a challenge. They need to put a challenge in there, make things harder, make things a lot faster paced, a lot harder, and make it so it doesn't take as quick. Like, people can prestige. Of course, it's going to be them nerds and people that can prestige in like a day and a half, 2 days. But they need to, like, not so much add more ranks. I reckon they need to put more XP into the ranks, and you have to have certain things to make it to the next prestige. Um, but I generally think that they really should change it. Another thing we want to see in the multiplayer is new weapons. Now this is a big deal, guys, because the weapons year after year are always the same. You get a certain amount of assault rifles, a certain amount of machine guns, a certain amount of SMG, sorry, a certain amount of sniper rifles, and you get shotguns. And the odd year, you get the riot shield. Okay, we've had that for the past I think, 4 years. We've had that since the World at War. That didn't come out in World at War, it came out in Modern Warfare 2. But we've had it since Modern Warfare 2 anyway. But what we want to see new rifles, not just the old gun, sort of pulled out of the pulled out of the scraps really, and just tossed up and redone. We don't want to see that with a false name. We want real guns, we want more ammunition, we want more excitement in the game. I mean, more vehicles is a very, very big. More vehicles, sorry, we'll get onto that next. More weapons is a very, very enticing thing for the multiplayer community, because the more weapons there are, the harder it is. Like I said about a challenge, the harder it is to get, the harder it is to, like, sort of base around and complete each challenge as you go along. So if you bring in more weapons, it'll take a lot longer for people to stop playing the game, because they'll want to master their weapon, and they'll want to master they want to master everything in the game in multiplayer. So instead of doing it in about 3 days because there's not as many weapons, you bring in more weapons for a certain type. Like, you bring in more shotguns, then it's going to make it harder, isn't it? Think about it. Um, and the next thing, I think is the final thing on this video I want to talk about, is the vehicles in multiplayer. Now, the main reason I like Battlefield compared to compared to Call of Duty, is purely because of the vehicles. Um, In Call of Duty World at War we had vehicles, but they weren't used to their full potential. We only had tanks, that was it, nothing else. I think that they should bring in the campaign in this as well, we had missions where we drive cars, if you remember when you're with Harper. You're driving in the car, I think it's the second mission. But why don't they bring that out online? Like, make the maps a bit bigger. I mean, of course you get vehicles and new kill streaks, like the VTOL warship and all that stuff, but that's not good enough, I don't think. I think we need more vehicles to entice the multiplayer community to come into the game and think, alright, this is what I'm gonna do, this is how I'm gonna do it, done. And I think that'll make the game so much better, and I think that'll actually make a game a competitor with Battlefield. And I think quickly one last note is what we need more of. We need more power in the game, like in the engine. We need more power. I mean, people are just switching off after COD. They're just switching off. People are turning out of Treyarch and all that, and they're just saying, you know what? Forget it. There's no point. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button if you liked. Subscribe, rate, comment, leave me some feedback. I've been Insight HD, and I'll see you later, guys. Peace out.